Hey guys, welcome to IG Live, and we are here today doing this from my house because Dion and Robert and Reed and I had all this stuff to do out here, and so we're doing it in a new place. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about how to wear new styles, how when you want to try something really pushed, really modern, and something to make you feel like you bought something new. I mean, nothing's worse when you go to the store and you come back and you get in your closet and you're like, what the hell did I buy? Like, nothing feels new, right? So we all crave newness. It's how we feel modern. It's how we feel alive. But what's important is we also need to know how to be able to wear it and how it won't take over our body and make us feel like someone different when we wear it. So we're going to show you how to bring newness into your wardrobe, how to push yourself, how to try new things. We're going to be doing it by trying on a lot of the new fall stuff, but with older stuff from Tibi. And since we're in my house today with Dion, we actually grabbed some really, really old stuff. So we're going to be trying on a lot of stuff. We're in my bedroom. This is actually like, you can see the bed is like filled with clothing. So this should be good. And we didn't try on clothes last week, and a lot of you guys were like, why didn't you try on clothes last week? So we're going to put on lots of clothes this week. So one of the first things that I have on is our new fall pant, and our new pre-fall pant and our new pre-fall t-shirt. And I'm showing you guys how you can wear this all chill when you wear a little loafer. And we can talk a little bit about, I hate to use the word rules, but rules. There are certain rules that you can follow. Let's just call them really good style suggestions so that you feel chic and modern. And you guys know I despise when some YouTube fashion person gets on and they talk about rules that make your body look longer and your legs look longer and all that kind of stuff. This is not what our rules are about. Our rules are just simply ways to point out the things that when you're in your closet and you're getting dressed and you know you should be feeling chiller than you do, but you don't. These are the little things that you may be doing wrong, and when you fix them, you're going to be like, damn, that's it. All along, I should have just been wearing the white shoe with that, and I would have felt so much more chill. Okay. Dion's going to start with,
I'm going to start with my Lumiere skirt that I'm wearing right now, and I'm going to show you how to wear this now and later. So I'm actually wearing the featherweight ribbed turtleneck, something classic to kind of balance out something modern. Because when you're really updating your wardrobe, it's all about mixing familiar silhouettes with unfamiliar silhouettes. So this one kind of has some familiarity because it's just an easy sleeveless turtleneck. This is the one with the little hair tuck detail that we love. And then also I'm just wearing it back to the orange sandals, the Shin Sandals that you guys loved from one of our last lives. But if I want to make this more fall, I can take this and put a tall boot with it and make it look very refined, and even something that you could wear as just like an early fall silhouette with the tall boot. So this skirt is something that you could wear again and wear it with an oversized sweater, and you have a lot of options here. And it's got the light bulb print, it's called the Lumiere. It's very significant in the collection. Amy covered it in her Instagram stories, but it gives you a print that's very subtle.
Louder.
Oh, louder. Is it better? Better? I think there's a lot of echo happening. But the skirt is just something like, since it's white and it's cotton, it's something that you can really take with you and wear it back to like a chunky sweater or sweatshirt as well. But I just love that it goes great with a flat sandal or a tall block heel boot.
And the skirt, someone just asked what the skirt's made out of, and it's a cotton twill that it's not like a canvas fabric, but it has the strength of that. So it's one that it's gutsy enough that you can wear it with boots and you don't look like a jerk wearing a cotton poplin skirt with boots. So it's got guts to it. It's a heavier cotton twill. And the idea with this skirt too was it's got enough guts to give it a modern shape, and it kind of stands up on its own. It's not a flowy skirt. You don't want anything to look too precious, especially with a line print like that. So anyways, it's like a lightweight cotton twill canvas feeling skirt.
So when you're looking for those really easy transitional sweaters, I would start out with something like this because it is a featherweight cashmere. So it's just very thin. So that's something that you can take and wear as a layering piece underneath. But that gives you something classic to pair back to really interesting things. So as someone asked what size I'm wearing, this is a 4, and then this is a small that I'm wearing right now, if that helps.
Okay. Oh. All right, so when Dion's getting dressed, I'll play dress up too with you guys. So here's one of the things that will make you not feel chill, and you may not realize that it's a little mistake you could be making to make you not feel chill. Mistake, matching your blazer to your shoes. This is when it just feels preppy, it feels wrong, okay? So if I put on the black loafer, see, now, much better, much more chic. Look, one leg. Anyways, much more modern when you are matching your pant here to your shoe if you're trying a different and louder color on the top. Okay, so I've got the light brightness up here, so everything else then becomes tonal on the bottom. So this is when you've got the black penny loafer. Actually, there are no pennies in this, but you know what I mean. And then that. But I also, I wouldn't be afraid. Oh, I'll show you something. How to mix in a printed shoe. It's funny, I bought these shoes a while ago from Balenciaga, and I hardly ever wear them, mostly because they kill like a mother when you walk in them. But for me to wear a printed shoe, one thing to think about too is I would go more just very neutral and chill on the top. This is neutral and chill, my t-shirt. But this is one of the sweatshirts from the pre-fall collection, and it has this corsetry detail on it. This exposed corsetry detail was a big part of the collection. We've got it in the blazers, and then we've got it in the sweatshirt too, right? So you're wearing a sweatshirt, it's all chill, but you've got this corsetry detail. And then I'm wearing the little printed shoe. It's not a Tibi shoe, it's a Balenciaga shoe, but for me, having this printed shoe gets a little more feminine than how I normally dress. So mixing it with the black carpenter pant and then just the chill sweatshirt is a way to keep it really, really modern. And I wouldn't do a heel with it, but anyways, it's kind of fun with the print, right? Okay.
Start with this off actually. So, going back to what I was saying about having something classic and wearing it with something a little bit modern. So this is the tropical wool overall dress. I'm going to come up closer so you can see it. It's got these beautiful pull tabs here that you can adjust it, and then it has fully functional snaps in the back. So this is something that is very new and modern, and so that's why I'm wearing very classic underneath to start. And then you can start playing around with doing interesting silhouettes underneath once you kind of ease it into your wardrobe. Because what we really want you to do is take risks, but also feel like yourself. So basically here you have these little ties that you can either have them tied up like this or just hanging down low like this. That way you have a little bit more opening, especially if you want to even do like a classic white t-shirt here as well. Because for me, if I'm going to do black and white, I generally want to do like another neutral to kind of contrast so I don't look like, I don't know, average. It gives me something a little extra to have this light latte colored shoe. And then also if I want to take this and make this something that I can wear in the fall, I'm going to just throw a classic blazer on top.
And Dion wants to know if you can layer that turtleneck over the Celia drape dress.
The Celia drape dress. That's something that I'm gonna have to try. I feel like because of the straps are pretty thick, the piping. You can layer under.
Yeah, under.
You can layer under for sure. Over, definitely not, but you could layer under. So here I have the tropical wool blazer with the open back, so it's a mix of classic and modern. And that's how I can layer further and make this a little bit more fall. And see, I'm wearing all over neutrals, but it feels new because I added a third neutral. That's really how you do it if you want to do an all over neutral color. I like to think of 3 to really make it rounded out. Because if I were wearing like head to toe black and then a black shoe, it wouldn't feel right to me. This gives me a pop. It gives me something like a point of interest. And also it kind of gives you a really nice silhouette here. So that's really how you can add to doing the skirt. And then you can play around with some interesting things like maybe even trying the shoulder pad tee underneath this later once you've started playing around with this. Also, another trick that I have for this overall is you can use the snaps. So if you're trying this one on, this is something that you should definitely check and see if it can just be on its own. Because I just have it hanging and it gives it something really interesting and it just looks like the world's coolest skirt. If you don't want too many things hanging, which I can completely understand that, you can even snap one side and that gives you something a little bit interesting as well. So it just gives you a very above average pencil skirt. And if you take like an oversized sweater and throw this on top, Amy, can I see that sweatshirt actually? Mm-hmm. That might work. I'm gonna show you how to layer with this too. So say I wanted to layer with this one. I just have my classic sweatshirt and then just paired back, and I have the turtleneck popping out of underneath. So just to show that this turtleneck is such an amazing underlayer. So it just gives you something really easy. This is something a little bit more casual. And you can even take the same look and wear it with sneakers or flat slides. And it's just a really great outfit that you can throw on to,
To be honest though, I think that with your gray up here, I mean, I
you
like
almost
the
want a
light.
color, right?
Well, either that or I think like the super dark brown boot that we have coming out for fall.
Like that rich chocolate brown would be even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be really nice.
We do have the red boots up here too.
Yeah, we have the red boots.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how you can really layer over this and make it look like a completely different style. So that way you have something that you can experiment with that, it looks very new and modern.
Yeah, cool. All right, I'm putting on the top from spring. I know that a lot of you guys have the pleated top. I'm wearing the navy blue one. I know a lot of you have it because we're sold out in the navy blue. And so this, if you bought the navy blue top, it looks great with black. You know that we are huge fans of wearing navy and black together. I mean, it's crazy like in this world that's like so risk-taking, but it really, it just frees you up so much in your closet when you mix the navy and the black. And then I'm wearing our white little sandals here that talk to you when you walk in them. In Tibi, I wear a 39.5 usually. Right now these are 40, so they are a little bit big on me, but that's fine, whatever. But I do wear a 39.5, and just to give you guys reference, I am a 39.5 in brands like Chloe and Margiela and Jill Sander, 39.5, and then like in Chanel, I'm like a 43. So anyways, they run so small. But this is another good option for wearing your black pant here and kind of getting this, Dion, that looks so good.
I'm obsessed with the sweater.
I wish you guys could see Dion. First of all, she looks like a bee catcher because she's got this like makeup thing over her head. I want to do these from home all the time. This is looking so good. This is really, really good. Okay, so Dion's going to come out now and, that looks great. That looks amazing.
A few weeks ago, I was discussing this beautiful sculptural eco tweedy sweater. This is that same sweater that comes with recycled yarns. Someone asked what size the blue top was. It's a
small.
It's a small or a 4.
Right?
Yeah. So basically, this one is just a very beautiful sculpted sleeve. So this is something that I think if you're going to try a new silhouette like this, you really want to ease into the silhouettes you're doing. And that's why I'm actually wearing a tissue leather pencil skirt, just back to the tall boots here. I really love this pencil skirt. This one is not out yet, but it should be up on the website in a week or two. You can obviously, it's called the tissue leather pencil skirt. You can contact our boutique team members if you want to reserve one. It also comes in a dark green that's absolutely stunning. But it really helps me ease into it by wearing a familiar shape. This is still an interesting shape from us, but it's a classic Tibi shape. And it just gives you that really nice lean silhouette to contrast the volume that we have on the sweater. It's also something like if you wanted to front tuck it, it's just really chic. I'm obsessed with this color. It also comes in a dark gray too. But this, I'm obsessed with this sweatshirt, and I'm gonna show you also how to wear it back to denim. That makes sense for later. But I'm actually gonna change this so I can just show you how great this looks with classic. So I really wanna drive the point home. About neutrals. So, again, I'm wearing that same turtleneck, and I'm just playing around with trying gray with black and then a touch of this latte color. Everything looks very new, and it's still very slim, but you have this really beautiful fluted skirt, and then you've got your block heel. It's just a really great pencil skirt. Yes, it's the same as the green leather pencil skirt that we have been showing. Thanks for asking. It's a really beautiful silhouette. So I'm going to show you actually how to dress this down casually as well, because I definitely think since this is a tissue leather, this is definitely an early fall style. You can pair back to an easy t-shirt and a flat sandal as well. Oh, that looks great.
So someone had just said that they are in Charleston and it is sweltering hot and they want to know what to wear. So I'm wearing the Pinstripe shirt dress, and this is spring on sale, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is spring and it's on sale right now, right? It's got the contrast color down here, so you can really just lift it up. It's got a cute belt with it, you guys know I don't like belt things too much, but the belt looks really, really good with it. But what I'm going to show you that is really great with this dress. So anyways, it's a perfect summer dress, right? Okay. But the deal is that, Dion, are you keeping those boots on or off?
Keeping them on, but do you want them?
Okay.
I can give them to you.
Can I just try them on real quick with this? I want to see.
Just throw some pants on and I'll bring them out. I'm obsessed with this outfit.
Oh, keep that on. Let me
Okay.
just, keep that on. Show that, and I'm going to go winterize this.
Okay, good. So, using the same sweater, face bag is still on. Using the same sweater, I'm actually pairing it back to our Denim Culottes that are coming in fall. So you'll
So
start
I need to
seeing.
pre-order on those if they want them, because it's
Yes.
the same concept as the jean.
We had a denim that I showed on IG Live a couple of weeks ago that had the ruching on the sides, and we completely sold out of it. This is a Japanese denim, right?
Yes.
This is a really beautiful Japanese denim. It's so soft, but it's substantial as well. But it's just a really nice swingy culotte. And for that woman who's in Charleston, she can wear this back to a camisole, which I can show you in a flat sandal. So it is a good transitional culotte. This is something that we actually had in our fall campaign on Vogue Collections, and it just looked really nice back to chunky alpaca sweaters. But it's that kind of denim that makes you look like you really tried, which I think is important. But I'm going to show you how to make this look a little bit more summery with a flat sandal. One sec. So this would be more in between weather with the turtleneck, just like this, and then I could change to a different shoe. Oh, cute. I love that.
So I just want to show you guys how a few minutes ago, right, we were in Charleston, it was 100 degrees heat and you're wearing the cotton dress, but it's think about your perfect shirt, right? You wear this, especially think about it in terms of menswear. They wear that same shirt in July as they wear in January. So the same thing applies with the shirt dress. So here, I've just mixed it with the gay blazer and then our red boot, which is the same version of the tan boot that you guys have been looking at. And now you've got like this full-on winter dress, and I know that you can imagine like you could wear a big gigantic navy blue sweater over it or whatever. So we have this shirt dress in both the blue and white and in the burgundy and white. And sometimes like this kind of investment, it's like the perfect easy investment because you'll wear it to death, right? Like, and honestly, you know, I could be in Chicago in January in this dress and you're still fine if you've got the right amount of leggings and then a cardigan with it. And when we've been talking about layering, guys, remember what we've said. You layer in a way that is pragmatic. If there is utility to it, then you layer it. If there's not utility to it, you just tend to look a bit like it's just kind of designed for design's sake, which I don't super endorse, but anyways, this is really good, right? We just did this in our closet. Like, are you happy with this? Okay, sorry, I have to zip up Dion here. Okay. All right.
Showing that you can wear this as more summery.
Oh, yeah, adorable.
Okay.
Adorable.
So I'm showing this as how to wear it a little bit more summery. You've got your culotte, you've got like a strappy sandal heel so you get a little bit more length. Because someone was asking if like a petite can wear this, absolutely. I think that
super.
You can, I would do a slimmer silhouette, maybe not the peplum per se. I think you need a little bit more length for the peplum just because it's a little bit more exaggerated. But I think if you do fitted, you do an easy tee or something like a slim basic. If you own the one shoulder top from spring that I spoke on for weeks in a row because I love it to death. Those Giselle camis look amazing with it. But also I just want to show you, this is actually just the Weston linen peplum top inside out. So this is so well constructed that you can wear it inside out and you can see all of this beautiful piping and it just looks like a deconstructed peplum. So, you know, look on the insides of your pieces, especially like designer clothing. The lining sometimes looks just as good as the outside. So you can actually repurpose this here. And then even later on, you can use this top as a really nice item top underneath, like on top of like a turtleneck or something, and just make it very winter, back to maybe the leather pants, or even pairing it back to like a tropical wool wide leg pant. But here, I'm just wearing it just with like a strappy heel, just to make it really summery. So our woman in Charleston can definitely pull this off for some socially distanced cocktails. You can definitely do a mask with this look. But yeah, just really chic and interesting. And also look at the back. Like, if you you actually can just take out the tag and untack it, and you've got like just a really beautiful piping detail here. So this is another way to repurpose your clothing inside out. And then also back to the denim culottes for height. I definitely think if you are a petite gal, bringing them up and belting, and maybe this is like a size up from what I would normally do, so they'd probably hit a little bit higher anyway. So you can actually bring them up and belt them, and that will give you a little bit more waist there. So if you are, you know, under 5'5", that will kind of give you a little bit more, and you can still pull off this look. Also, you don't have to wear a heel with this. I'm just showing it in a way that really speaks to someone. But you can also do like something like this, which you know is our oddly deceptive kitten heel that we absolutely love. This is the Giro Sandal. It comes in silver, tobacco, which is tobacco, and then moss, which is a green. It's just that kitten heel we've always talked about that has like the beautiful strap and ties around the ankle. So it gives you that length that you're looking for, but it's also just very appropriate for right now. Oh, this looks great.
Okay. Yeah, so afterwards, we'll text 222 to vote who wore this best.
Oh.
Shut up, I'm totally kidding.
I mean, that looks so good on you though.
Yeah, that's darky. Okay, so now what I want to do is, Dion showed you the culotte with the spring peplum. This is one of our older chalky drape tops from spring, and then worn with the blazer and the boot again. So what I want to show you guys too is I don't like a V-neck top on me. A lot of people love V-neck tops, and there are a lot of women that a V-neck top is absolutely beautiful on. I personally don't like V-neck tops, so when I have a V-neck top, I just turn it around. And this is one of those things where, you know, with the clothing in your closet, just give yourself permission to do something with it different. You don't, just because it was meant to go one way doesn't mean it has to go that way exactly. And I guess you just saw Dion wearing the peplum top inside out. And so, you know, make sure your clothes are well made. Don't wear them inside out if you're gonna have like shitty seams and everything everywhere. But if it's well made, you can do that. And I think, you know, one of the things that Dion and I have been talking a lot about, and especially also with designing into spring right now and designing into fall, is that we, you know, the need to wear things that are well made is greater than ever. But we don't want things really showy, and that just feels really off right now. You know, I've been riding the subway a lot, and it just, you know, I am not going to go on the subway all, you know, blinged out and labeled out and everything. That just feels really, really wrong. So, you know, going forward, we are really, sorry, Jack here. Going forward, we are really looking for things that are really well made, but a little discreet, but still have interest to them. By discreet, I just mean like, I promise you guys are never going to get like a sweatshirt from us. It's got like, you know, Tibi emblazoned across the back of it. But it's things that are super well made and a little bit discreet. Even jewelry, we're craving things right now that, you know, I'm going back through and digging into my jewelry box and grabbing older things that I have and just pulling them out again and really loving them. And then I like things that are just kind of kitschy too, but obviously kitschy, more like a blingy crazy. I know that when we did our photo shoot for fall, and I can't wait to show you guys the fall campaign, but I had found these really cheap, gross, overly beaded, studded rhinestone watches. And what I loved about it is they're obviously cheap, stupid rhinestone watches. You know, it's not, like nothing's worse than the person who's wearing the cheap rhinestone watch, but it's got some big label on it, and you know, you feel like an ass because you paid $900 for what really probably should have cost you $30 or so. So some kitsch, some fun, luxury that is understated, and then pure old school luxury, like a good watch. You know, just go digging back through your jewelry boxes, depending on your age. Dig through your mother's jewelry box. And also, if you were my age when you were younger and your mom's jewelry box didn't have too much stuff in it, mine did not. I love you, Mom, but come on. Then, you know, keep working at it until you can buy the good stuff, and vintage and resale is always really great. This looks so good.
So I want to talk about also another hot weather option for this, because I definitely know for a lot of women, it's arms are always the thing that you want to conceal. So if you want to do a long sleeve top, this is the Eco Poplin. So that means it's an eco-friendly 100% cotton top. It's nice and light and airy. And I actually grew up in the South, so I know like a long sleeve sounds crazy, but when it's in this lightweight poplin that has the little breathable elbows, it's just very easy, and you're still chic, put together. I'm still wearing that same heel, so this is also something that you can really take as like something for some socially distanced drinks. Just really easy, and that way it just fits seamlessly in your wardrobe. So this top has not come out yet. I just want to make sure that you guys know that. Check back in like a couple of weeks. Also contact the boutique team, very important, because they can reserve for you, because a lot of the things from Live have been selling like crazy. Amy actually wore the other version of this denim on a live a couple of weeks ago. It's not even out yet, and it's completely gone company-wide. We'll make more later, but I just want to let you know for things like this. So this comes in this beautiful gray hue, but it also comes in a solid white poplin as well. I'm Southern, so a white poplin is always something I need, and especially if you need something with a sleeve on it for different things, especially even going to work. We had a question from a customer last week when we did our Q&A that was talking about great tops to wear as a teacher that still look creative and interesting, but work appropriate. I mean, all this has is like a really interesting squared off boat neck, so it really is a work appropriate top too that you can wear back to trousers. You don't have to do it with the fun denim culottes and a heel, but it still is something that you can definitely incorporate into 9 to 5 when that returns. I'm just talking about how this is a really great work top as well.
And what I want to say too, we're both wearing the Eco Poplins here.
I love this dress. I'm so glad you have this on now.
It's really good. And again, Eco Poplin, you can still wear it into winter, right? And you got I've got boots on with it, so it's great year round. But what I do want to talk about as well is sustainability. And one of the, there's a couple different ways that we have said that we are addressing sustainability, right? We are saying that want not, produce not. If you guys don't want it, we're not producing it in the future. We are really, really, really tightening up on what we are going into production on. And also, if the design team doesn't want it, if we're not going to wear it like crazy, we're not going to produce it. So I know it sounds crazy that before you would have rando buyers come into your showroom and you would actually create things that you weren't in love with. That's true. We did that before. We will never do that again, I promise you. One of the other ways that we are addressing sustainability is by using things like Eco Poplin and Eco Silk. They are made in a much more environmentally friendly way. They have, I don't want to quote the percentage of the impact on the environment versus the regular. It's an incredible impact. I just don't want to quote it, get it wrong, and then be vilified for it later on. But there are so many different techniques now where you can even dye without any of the dye stuffs going back into the environment. So that is something that we do every time now when we work with silk and when we work with cotton. And yes, it is more expensive, but we're making less. It's worth it. It's the direction that we are going in. And then the other way is we are using a lot of recycled fabrics, especially in this upcoming fall collection. The mills in Italy have done a tremendous job. Even one of our mills taking all items that were red and pulling those yarns apart and then redoing those into red fabrications so that they're fully really recycling all the yarns. They're not re-dyeing it. Sometimes if you recycle the yarns, like that's great, but if you're dyeing it again, like you're not saving that much. So we are really making an effort here to do what we can and keep getting better. Also, I had someone write recently asking about our factories and how we check up on that. And Tibi produces in 3 different countries. We produce in China, we produce in Peru, and we produce in Italy. And we go to all of our factories in Peru. It is a sustainable farm is where we do our alpaca and our production. In Italy, I mean, come on, it's like 10 guys and amazing Italian food. It could not be more small and discreet and homegrown. And in China, you guys, I started the company 23 years ago living in Hong Kong. These factories I have very long relationships with. They are not cheap factories at all. It's great stuff, as you guys can tell when you wear it. And we visit them regularly. And so anyways, I just want to remind everyone, this all is really important to us. We've never come out with like that Everlane type statement, and we won't do that, but I just want to let you guys know that you can feel good about your purchases, right? So anyways, Eco Cotton Poplin, we love it. It's great for fall. And I just want to also remind you guys too, when we said that we are loving some of this old luxury, even like as I was in my closet getting dressed, I was pulling out some of my old bags from Miriam Schaefer. And, when I was talking about what discreet luxury is, this is discreet luxury where, you open something up, it's fully leather lined, a tiny little name there. It's not screaming it out. And it's just one of those bags. When I carry Miriam's bags, people run up to me and they're like, okay, obviously that is a luxury bag, but I can't place it. I don't know what the brand is. And that's exactly what you want. You want someone who has a phenomenal eye. For those of you who don't know Miriam Schaefer, she invented the motorcycle bag for Balenciaga. She used to be head of accessories at Balenciaga. So clearly the woman is extremely, extremely talented and knows her stuff. But it's good, it's discreet, and that's, the holy grail, right? It's luxury, it's great, but the person sitting next to you doesn't necessarily need to know every single thing about you. I'm gonna get the dog.
I think Jeff just agrees with you, that he's just giving you confirmation. So this is just another way to wear this top back to this linen skirt that we have. It's in this midi length, it's in this beautiful cinnamon color. It's got a matching belt, but just showing you how you can make this something that you can wear in the summertime, even back to like the flat reed sandals or the sandals that I'm wearing right now. It's just a really, really interesting color combination that looks above average, but still makes sense, and you don't look like a highlighter walking out of the house, which I think is so important to stress, because I feel like, especially with everything and all the shutdowns and everything, I feel really weird about wearing excessive color. So like something like this cinnamon brown really feels like, very so rich chic and chic, especially back to neutral palettes.
Okay, but since you're talking about excessive color, should I try on this purpley dress?
Yeah, try on that pale purple tape dress.
Okay.
I'm gonna also show you how to take this skirt and even make it a really chic skirt suit as well. I'll be right back.
Okay, we don't know what this color is going to look like. I'm trying on something, but I'm not sure how this color is gonna. I have a feeling this might be like your green color dress, but let's see.
I can also try it on too.
Okay. Yeah, because, let's see.
Oh,
I don't want to look too prissy in it.
I get that. Here you go.
But I think if I keep the red boots on, I won't.
I think you'll look really nice with the red boots, and it'll make it all make sense and look nice.
But sometimes, okay, we have to see how the hair color looks with the. Oh, I like this.
It looks really nice. It's got a lot of purple in that.
All right. So one of the things that, when I'm choosing colors, I get really, really crazy making sure that that they are colors that look great with brown, right? You can see me with the dog. But then also look great in this head to toe sort of way. So I think when I'm wearing this dress, because this is a more feminine color than what any of you guys are used to seeing me in, then the ways that I make it where it is straight up in my DNA when we're creating it, number one, the ties. And the ties have the filler in it. So if you guys, if any of you pre-ordered the shoes that we've got coming out, this filler thing is really consistent throughout the collection. When we come up with something like this, just so you know, it's not because we're like, oh, let's just do filler and then put it throughout the collection. It's because you're craving something that has a lot of texture to it and that it has more guts to it. I don't know why we were craving things with more guts, but I just didn't want a bunch of wimpy strings hanging down. So this filler in the dress, from a distance, it's like, oh, she's wearing a pretty dress. And then you get up close and it's like, oh, it's got the filler, it's got the drop shoulder here. That's another thing that's key. And this is the kind of thing, people, this drop shoulder here is the kind of stuff that if you go shopping with annoying friends who only want to talk about clothing that makes your waist look good, then this is the shit that will make them crazy. You will come out of the dressing room, or you'll send them a picture from your house because you may not be in a store, and they're going to be like, I like the dress, but your shoulders look really big. That's when you just need to tune those people out. That's when maybe it should even validate that you bought the right item, right? Let's be real. But this, like the pocket, the drop shoulder, the filler at the waist here, and then certainly wearing it head to toe with the boot is what keeps something like this really modern. And I'll show you brown other than with this dog. But like even with this, carrying a dark bag like this, not black. Black gets really sharp and aggressive sometimes next to this color. But this bag is a deep tobacco brown. And guys, this is Miriam. It's an old Miriam bag, so I'm sorry, like I don't have this for sale. This is my personal bag. But I'm just saying, if you find, oh, hey, will you hand me our Miriam bag?
This one?
Yeah. Actually, this is one of the bags that we collaborated with Miriam on. So this is the Tibi by Miriam bag. But even you see how this brown looks really good. And if I had black, it looks really aggressive next to it. So anyways, choose a brown bag. And now you've got the head to toe. You've got red, you've got this purpley pink, and you've got brown. 2 shades of brown.
So I wanted to show that you can even pair the matching blazer back to this skirt for a really elegant look, just back to flat sandals.
Do you want a belt to show the...
Yeah, maybe a belt would be good. That way I can show you what you can do with the cutouts here. I have it bare, but if you want a little bit more color contrast, you can always do it in, like a bright white underneath. This skirt is something that I absolutely love because it does serve a lot of purposes. This is something that's just a beautiful, elegant skirt suit that you can wear. The blazer looks great back to a nylon jogger or even the matching short that we have or denim. And then, perfect, belt.
Great. I like my dress.
It looks really nice. I'm so glad you tried the color.
This buttery yellow color, but I'm kind of happy wearing
It's really chic.
So
just to show you, I'm going to do it with a brown belt actually, just because I think you'll be able to see it better at home. So I just have a classic brown belt. Is this one a friend's? Or is this your belt? A nice vintage belt.
Oh, Banana Republic, 1996.
1996.
I was living at 96th Street, New York.
Nice. So if you really want to cinch this, you can crisscross it and not even button it. I just ran the belt through the 2 holes on both sides, just like this. That way you can close it all the way up and you can even skip the shirt underneath if you are a brave soul like myself. And look, it just makes it have a completely new and interesting shape. It gives you a really nice defined waistline. And it's just really elegant and classic, and it kind of makes it a little less summery when you have the nice leather belt here.
Yeah.
Also, other ways you can wear it too.
Oh, that looks great, Dion.
Thank you. I've never tried this way, but I kind of want to see what this looks like if I cinch the belt. This thing. Another way you can do this is by having the belt just run along one side. I've shown you guys this before, but I wanted to show it again because it's a little bit better quality with a contrast color, so you can really see it. And you can just tuck in the excess right here, just like that. Just gives it something really interesting and unexpected here. And honestly, I really want to show you guys this skirt. If you are getting anywhere near a beach, this skirt is really great if you aren't the type of person who, if you like to wear things a little bit more covered when you're walking around. Like I'm just wearing a black bandeau and this skirt and flat sandals. I could wear this basically to the beach and just feel really cool. Let's talk about beach cover up with this skirt as well.
Totally.
So just even if you have like a one piece or a bodysuit, you can even wear this and it's just a really great summer look. So you have a lot of options with this skirt. And I just want to show you actually this belt trick really fast. So basically when you do your belt, this is just your classic double ring belt. You take it and then you pull it through like that, and then you pull it through again.
Dion, everything looks fabulous on you.
Thank you. I really think you should get that pink dress now. So that actually takes away some excess and also kind of looks like a modern bow, just like that. So that gives you something really interesting. Also, you can do it and pull it all the way through. And that kind of keeps the hanging down, especially for some of you that have small kids or even a pet or something, like having that extra dangling is like really cumbersome when you're carrying a bunch of things. It gives you a little bit of extra here, like that. So definitely try a nice full skirt. This works with the poplin as well.
Okay. So since we're digging around here in the closets, I wanted to pull out, this is the Aria Print. What is the name of it? Anyways,
I think so.
it's our print that we did for spring.
Really good.
It is on the silk little slip dress, right? And so you guys remember what we have told everyone. If you're going to an event, say I got my heels on, I'm going to an event. If you are cold, no jean jackets, and God forbid no pashminas, right? This is what you wear, the blazer, throw it on, and you're good. What I also want to show you, and to be honest, like, I'm not wearing this, it's a little too trendy for me, but one other option, a lot of you people ask me, like, how do you style in, like, a motorcycle boot? So you can tell I've worn these to death. They're all Burberry ones that I have. But if it were winter time, you can get away with this dress, this kind of boot, and then a big, like, gigantic, oversized men's coat. Okay? I was watching an old Daryl Hannah movie from the 80s, and she had on this gigantic, like, gray men's coat, and it looked really good. But, you know, the idea of that feminine slip dress mixed with the boot and then a sharply tailored, gigantic coat, that's a good look. Don't go with the shredded cardigan. I mean, do that, that's fine, but that's very, like, that's Kurt Cobain, that's Courtney Love. That's a different look. It's not our look, but if you want to go here, do this with, like, a big, gigantic men's tailor. Big jacket, you'll be good. Oh, that looks great.
So also, if you want to, say you're on that same trip or just going to the beach and you want to have something that you can still repurpose the skirt and wear it as something a little bit more elevated, I think the color combination back to navy and even with the flat sandal kind of puts you in that chill zone, but still very elegant. So that same top gives you a nice silhouette, and it's back to proportion, how we're talking about a big, like an oversized voluminous thing back to something slim and a little bit of skin on the feet. That gives you all that you need. But also for your modest dressers out there too that don't really show feet or ankles as well, you can take a tall slim boot and that still gives you the silhouette that you need as well. Because that's what I like about this linen skirt, is that it really does translate for early fall. Yeah, and I also just like the navy. I think it kind of really makes this a transitional color.
Are those yellow sandals too? Yes.
They are. These are called the Shin Sandals. I'll hold them up. I'm going to take them off and hold them up so you guys can see them a little bit better.
It's more of an apricot color.
Yes, it does look a little bit more apricot up close. It's just got this really nice toe ring, and then it's got these straps that you can tie around the ankle. This is a great way to really give yourself permission to play around with proportions even in the summertime. Like, I love doing a sandal like this back to like the sculpted mirror and twill pants and like a shoulder pad tee, just to give it something clean and slim. So somebody asked about the denim shorts. They are part of our first delivery of fall, so you'll see them probably around August 15th, but you can also pre-reserve them online at the boutique. I feel like they've already gotten some pre-reserves on that denim short, so there's actually some people in the comments that can give you, I think Teresa's in the comments today. She can direct you on where to go and who to reach out to for that. Oh, someone's asking about making the pleated top in more colors for fall. Actually, I've got to think about if we do. We didn't do any more pleating for fall, did we?
No.
No, not yet, but we'll probably have more iterations eventually.
One day.
But we still have this one online. In green, mango, and then we have the short sleeve and 100% cotton in white and then navy sleeveless. There's also a really beautiful heather gray and a bright red, and they are all on sale. So if you definitely want to get a color or something or an interesting silhouette, now is the time. They're all in end of season sale. So if someone's asking how to reserve the denim culottes, you can DM one of our boutique team members.
They'll show up soon here.
They'll show up on the comments. I believe Teresa, it's at Teresa_Tibi. I think she is on right now. She can point you in the right direction to do pre-reserve. Also, if you can't find her Instagram and have any trouble, just shoot us a DM.
Okay.
Oh, there's a question. I like the Miriam Tool sculpted pant, but I have a hard time pairing it with tops and jackets for colder weather. I can definitely cover that next week. Do you have a pair here?
Well, I think that the ones that we did for Net-a-Porter,
they're similar.
oh no, I have the Miriam 12. It's folded up.
Oh, you have it? Okay, I'm actually going to go put it on so I can show you some winter silhouettes with the Miriam 12. I'll be right back. Perfect. That's why it's great to be in the closet.
I know. This is really good. Okay, so I want to show you guys something else from the pre-fall collection. So I just showed you the navy blue blazer that we had done last resort. It's a great blazer. And this is the one that we've done for pre-fall. These pants, I've rolled them up. They go straight down. When they are straight down, it's a really good look with a boot, and I'll show you that. But also, I just wanted to show you this. Oh, you know what? I can't roll them down because I tacked it with thread, so sorry. But I'll still show it to you with a boot. But what I want to show you is that when you have suits in your closet, you don't like bifurcate your closet. Like, I'll only wear this when I'm like super dressy and going out, and I'm gonna only wear this when I'm like chill and relaxed. What you can do is wear your clothes all the time. So I'm wearing these with the old school Celine sandals. You wouldn't have me caught dead probably in some of the new ones, but these are perfect and nice and chill. And so,
Do you have the brown one for me?
you know, you can be all super chill here. I think I've just got the cream, but
We can do this together and I can play around with it.
yeah.
Oh.
Anyways, so I want to answer a question that I got DM'd to me prior to today's thing. Someone was asking me, they said sometimes especially if they go out vintage shopping for men's blazers, that either they're just way too big up here, too full in the arm, or if the sleeves are right, then it's just like the proportions are off. So I want to let you know the different things that we think about when we are designing a blazer to make the proportions look modern so that you don't look like you stepped right out of a vintage store. But remember, as I tell you what we do to it, these are things you can jack up in your own room if you've got scissors and rubber bands, safety pins, and needle and thread. So one of the things we look at is if you have the super wide shoulder, if the sleeve is really wide, oh my God, sorry guys. But if the sleeve is really wide at the same time and you've got this going on, then you just end up looking like, Tom Hanks at the end of the movie Big. So when you are wearing something oversized, this says I'm oversized, but then this measurement here says, but look, I'm actually wearing the correct size. So when this is big, and this is big, then you look like you're drowning. I don't look like I'm drowning. I feel like this is in proportion. If your mom, my mom might right now saying that, Amy, you do look like you're drowning, but I like it. So if you are buying vintage men's blazers, which I lived in, it definitely got me through college, wearing lots of vintage men's blazers. One thing that you can do is just pull this up. And if it were my old me, I would just run a needle and thread through this. So that way everything else is scrunched up, but then you can pull this up and secure it, okay? You're not gonna ruin your blazer. I mean, even if you buy a really nice blazer, you're still not gonna ruin the blazer doing that. So turn it inside out when you do it, but just pull that up right there. Simple thing, use rubber bands through there. Make sure that the rubber bands, they've got a lot of stretch to them, right? Like, don't cut off your circulation. But that is something, like, really it's just jacking that up. Or sometimes too, when a t-shirt or a jacket is too big, I've also just pinned it back here, right at the neck, back there. You just pin that up, and then it comes in a little bit tighter and more fitted if you're going with the real men's oversized jacket. Otherwise, just get the men's jacket, get our jackets, and just play with them, because so much of this, when we started out today, we said that the idea is how do you bring new proportions into your wardrobe and still feel like yourself. And a lot of you have written and you're like, I'm really on training wheels here. I'm trying to get out of that kind of, even like J. Crew, when they're like, it's a big fitted blazer, and then you get it and you're like, seriously? Like, this could fit a toddler. And there's that look that is that slim blazer, and it is so freaking boring and average. But for a lot of you, when you go out and you try and put on something bigger and different, you also feel overwhelmed and like you're just not really ready to go there yet. So like we were saying, pull those things out of your closet that are absolutely you, that you wear all the time, and mix them in with these things that you are trying to get into that are just a little bit harder and you want to like ease yourself into it. Grab those things out of your closet, mix it in. Do not go, don't go big here, big there, and the whole thing. And, then you really will feel very costumey and not like yourself. Okay, sweater time.
Okay. So you were asking about the Miriam Tool pants and how to make these a little bit more fall winter. I'm just wearing it back to one of our cream sweaters. This is an older version of the same one that we have online right now. That's the open back that comes in solid white and green. But here I like to do a head to toe cream situation. This also comes in brown, which lends you to using a little bit more bright knits as well. I'd also love to
grab a big cashmere sweater.
Oh yeah, I would love to get a big cashmere. I didn't want to raid your closet too much.
I got everything.
So also, like if you want to wear like something a little bit more chill on the footwear, you can actually take this, and these pants look great back to a loafer as well. Like you're not just limited to wearing a heel with this silhouette. So just really easy. So we're going to show you with an oversized cashmere sweater as well to really show you how you can play around with this and make it more winter. Let's see what other questions you have. Oh, someone was asking what size Amy is. Amy is wearing a size small or 4. This entire episode I've been wearing size small and 4 as well. In pants I'm normally a size 2, but 4 works on some things as well. So this sweater is the tube yarn cropped pullover. This is an old color that we had a long time ago, but it comes in white and a green as well. Oh, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna throw this cashmere on.
And I feel like when you throw that cashmere on, she's putting the cashmere on. First of all, you could go all tonal.
Yeah,
with this kind of boot.
Yeah.
And what's great about this boot, guys, is for fall, we were really in the mood with for something that would come in closer to the body. I think it's more extremes because we have this, it comes in closer to the body, and then we have that other boot that has that kitten heel, and that one stands off of the body. So it's kind of like making sure you're either standing off or you're right on the body. Kind of like there's very little in between happening here. But what's great about this narrow boot is all of these more bell-shaped items that you've been buying from us, they look really good with these. Oh my God, see, okay, this is gonna look really good.
I was wondering about boots with this because I have these and I love them, so that's really good to know that you can.
I feel like we need to really keep doing this from the house.
Should we be doing this?
This was so easy.
Work from home.
It was really easy.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
okay,
so
you're totally
just
winter.
FYI, this is what all I want to be wearing in the winter now. But yeah, so this is one of our old cashmere sweaters, but we actually have it online in a beautiful green and then a magenta right now on sale, like 70% off right now. Just our classic.
And if you're wearing like a big bag,
cashmere sweater, a little big bag, you've got a really cool look here. So these work with a slim, tall boot.
The sweater's a size small, so
the sweater's
when you
a
buy
small.
cashmere from us.
The pants again are a size smaller 4. Generally, I normally will take a 2 for waist, but these also look great here as well. But you see what the silhouette does with the boot? It still gives you exactly what you need. And that's one thing that people have been asking me about is
this is so good.
how to wear this without doing one of the strappy sandals. And I just want to show you that you can do this. Now, if you wanted to do a tall shaft boot and tuck in the pants, you can also do that.
Let me show you too. Someone just asked if these if the pants work with someone at a shorter. Yes, because look, the size of the cuff, you just fold it over exactly, right? Because you still have a cuff look, so you haven't really changed the look of the pant here. So if she were 2 inches shorter,
No. Like
It's
if I
totally
were
fine.
like 5'2", 5'4", that's
Yeah.
where it hit. They made them so that you can cuff them and it still gives you that exact same silhouette, just a little bit shorter.
the pants absolutely work for a larger size.
Definitely. Oh yeah. We've definitely sold these in a full size range. They're amazing. And since they're like a Miriam twill, they're really nice for summer. I've been wearing mine back to the shoulder pad tee and just like flats or even sneakers when I go to the park. I have them in both colors at this point because it's amazing.
The bag is Miriam Schaefer again. Sorry guys, we are in my house. We're raiding my closet. Again, Miriam is the amazing, talented designer who created our handbag collection. And then she has her own handbag collection and like, to die for. I keep opening this up like, I'm so glad I don't have anything in here.
Oh, I also want
I
to
think
show
we-
another trick too.
Okay.
So also, if you wanted to kind of give it more of a bloomer look too, you can even push it up and just kind of have it here, and that gives you something really interesting too.
Yes. And last, someone asked about work from home. These were the shoes from last year. And then you guys know we have the amazing shoes coming out in the shearling with the little crystals on them for I think like an October, November delivery date. So if Dion were wearing this with the sweater and the pants, it is super appropriate work from home. She's a little jerky at home, walking around in the boot, but in the slipper, those are perfect. We also have, actually Dion, you would.
Oh yeah, the green slide. Let's see those guys.
I'm sorry, I feel like we could keep talking forever, but we're
We
at
really
an hour. But the slides too that we have out.
I'm just gonna put these on while you do that.
Sorry, these are rando samples.
Yeah,
I didn't do different
lefty
colors.
Props.
Sorry, but anyways, these are perfect for. Oh, see how work from home she is. So we've got the slippers. On the slippers, guys, if you these are for sale right now on the site in the navy and in the brown. And then we've got the shearling ones coming out for, like I said, end of October, November. If you want those though, again, please DM Teresa, Silver, or Ashton because we're not gonna have them. Like I said, we're not producing what you don't want. And even if you did want it, we may not be producing it because we're really going small. I'm producing what I can afford to make and voila.
Great work from home fit. Really easy.
Yeah. All right, guys. So, in summary, we have shown you that you can push, try new things, and you won't feel like an asshole if you mix it in with things that you are really comfortable and familiar with in your wardrobe. You can buy things or have things already that you bought this spring and feel really, really good that they're going to take you all the way through fall and forevermore. That is not a crazy pant, it's just a chic pant, so it's gonna last forever. Starting towards the end of the year, we are going to be reintroducing some of our favorite pieces like our big oversized cashmere knits and everything, just so that we've always got those, that we always have them available until we don't. And then again, I'm never gonna produce too much again, guys, so everything's gonna be in small runs. So wear what you have, layer it up appropriately, try new things, don't invite bad friends to shop with you, don't invite bad friends to give you their opinions on what you wear. Rules are to help you understand why you may feel chic or why you may not feel as chill as you want to, but the rules are not there to make you look taller, slimmer, sexier, bustier, whatever it is, okay? If you want those rules, different place,
Yeah.
not this. So, all right.
Thank you. Also, somebody who asked about doing the ties on pants. I actually have a video of that, which is on my Instagram. If you look on IGTV, I have a whole tutorial on how to do the ankle ties with rubber bands. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys. We do it. I don't want to screw it
Yeah,
up.
of course.
Okay.